all three.
Yeah, Microsoft, PlayStation, Xbox. So yeah,
All three controllers.
So no, but so is it cross platforming though?
I sure should hope so. Let me look
Yeah,
at it.
because I definitely. It's been a while since I done sat around with my friends and played a good beat 'em up.
What
Yeah.
game
So,
is it? Well, what console you
but
got?
we do it
It's
if we get it if we get the game. I'm the Red Ranger. I'm the
cross
Red Ranger.
gen, no cross platform yet. Not
No
yet.
cross platforming yet,
No.
so that means I gotta go get a damn Xbox.
Mm.
Sad. Hey,
What
guess
you got?
what? We back.
You got Nintendo?
you know, every now and then we get caught off guard with the banter, but Fantasy Football Adventures, we're back. The fastest growing, and I'm gonna say this every week. We are the fastest growing fantasy football podcast. We started in September. It is now December. And I believe if we ain't crossed 200 yet, we're there. We're there. Let me check.
Right on the cusp.
198. 198. We have
I got
198
199,
subscribers.
so I
You
see
got
199
199?
on my screen. Yeah. Oh,
By the
there.
end
Yeah.
of this by the end of this weekend, we will probably be over 200. I don't know what happened over the last couple of weeks, but since my birthday, we have been blowing up. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're going to continue to give you that good shit that you're looking for. We're going to talk today about that crazy week 14. We're going to go over who ate good. We're going to go over the bust of the week. Got a couple heartbreaking losses for you. We're going to give you some playoff waiver wires for all of those that have made the playoffs. It's about to get stressful, but we're going to try to help you out. And then we're going to go over the Thursday night game. So, with that being said, we already know what happens next. So, before we get this party started, we got to get the party started with.
You're now about to witness the strength of fantasy football knowledge.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Avengers podcast, starring Kyle Shanahan's Boulevard, GQ, and GI16. And now, here's the boys.
Ew! Garfield sitting right in front of me. I had to do it. He was sleeping. I had to do it. We're back. I get to have fun. This is the part of the night where I get to have fun. You get to sit around and talk football with my friends. Boulevard is in the building. GI is he's having technical difficulties right now. But GQ is here. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Boulevard, where we starting at?
We're starting in Green Bay. We're doing a Thursday night.
Bay. I know. I
Yeah.
think we talked about that one already.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we talked about that. We talked about that on Saturday.
Oh, I get it. I'm losing what day of the week it is now. My bad. All right, so we're talking about the Sunday night games. We're going to Tennessee, where Jacksonville beat Tennessee 10-6 in an all-time classic.
Yeah,
an all-time flaccid game.
you know what? We said that was going to be a bumble, and that sure as hell was a damn bumble. Did was there any fantasy implications in that game? Like, did that help anybody?
Didn't help me.
I don't think that game helped anybody. If you had anybody going in that game and you're trying to make the playoffs,
Brian Thomas Jr. was sitting on my bench. So
what did he get? What did he give you?
86.
86 yards?
Yeah.
Was that 8.6 points?
About that. Yeah, nothing I'm sweating. I wasn't missing it necessarily. So
yeah, I really didn't want any parts of that game. Not at all. Not at all. What was the next game?
Miami beat the Jets in overtime.
Whoo! Now that was a game.
It shouldn't have been
game.
a game. Shouldn't have been a game.
That was a game. Aaron Rodgers with
played
the
out
first,
the way it played
his
out.
first 300-yard passing game in like 2 years.
Mm.
You trash.
But he
Jet, I guess.
he looked like he finally looked like Aaron Rodgers. It took him 14 weeks, but it finally looked like Aaron Rodgers. I believe Devontae 8. I believe
Devontae 13 for 24 and a touchdown.
Who else? Was it Wilson?
Tyreek had 10 for 115 and a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Tyreek did what I said. Tyreek did what I said he was going to do. This is what we needed from Tyreek Hill all year. This is what we needed from Tyreek Hill, and it just so happens the game before the playoffs, we decide who's going into the playoffs. Tyreek Hill wakes up. So
all the receivers played well in that game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Everybody got their numbers at receiver.
Even Isaiah Davis.
Yeah.
Allen.
Yeah, this was a game. If you had parts of this game, you were probably happy.
And A-Chain.
Yeah, A-Chain didn't really do what I wanted him to do, but he did enough.
And 45 in the air and 24 on the ground.
Yeah.
69.
And he left the game without an injury. Thank God. Because I thought when I saw him going to the blue tent, I started panicking. I'm like, Lord, please don't not like this. Not the game before the playoffs. Not like this. But he played through it. He's gonna be good. I'm good. Hey, let's keep the good times rolling. What's the next game?
Next game is Minnesota beats Atlanta 42-21 at home. Sam Darnold got his rocks off in that one.
They thrashed him.
Ooh. Hey, Darnold is him, bro. I never thought I'd say that.
Jordan Addison.
Darnold is him. Addison and Jefferson. Jefferson finally had a game, and I was happy.
Does that chick throw? Oh my God!
Question about Sam Darnold.
Mike Awesome. That's Mike Awesome.
Do you sign Sam Darnold for an extension?
What?
What was the next game?
No, he asked, do you sign?
What did he say?
An extension.
Do you sign Sam Darnold to an extension, or you let him walk? Do you think he gets a contract from the help?
He stays.
I would. I'd let McCarthy sit on the bench. Shit. What's the rush?
McCarthy has to sit on the bench next year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. either you sign Darnold back or you start Daniel Jones.
Now you sign Darnold, you make Daniel Jones your third backup, and you leave the kid at 2, but the kid still has to learn all offseason into the season.
I don't think Daniel Jones is going to sign back for number 3.
Got Daniel Jones with the Vikings.
But yeah, that's totally slipped my mind.
I think Daniel's going to go somewhere and either be a starter or be a number 1. I'm not ever ruling out Daniel Jones being a starter in the NFL going forward. I'm not ever going to root that out.
Hold on. Real quick. On what team?
If he plays on a team, it's got to be a team that's going to have weapons, because I'm looking at Baker Mayfield, I'm looking at Geno, I'm looking at Sam Darnold. I'm not ruling Daniel Jones out as a starter.
Okay, what team?
I'm ruling Daniel Jones.
I don't know what team. No
team exists. Unless you're talking about the USL or Canadian.
I don't know what team, but I'm not ruling him out as a starter.
He's going to be the backup quarterback for the Jets?
He's bad.
You know what? He may be able to work on the Jets.
He is worse than Josh Rosen.
He's going to be in Carolina.
No, he's not. Andy Dalton and Bryce Young.
Nah.
I wouldn't disrespect Bryce Young, and you know how I feel about Bryce Young.
Young been balling lately. Young been
balling.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's going there to start.
He's not there to start. They also got the red rifle. Stop it.
That benching that he got that woke him up. It woke him up.
Listen, fat chick thriller, you can wave it off all you want.
Wave it off Andy Dalton, yes.
Than Daniel Jones. So stop it.
What happened?
But he's older.
The Red Rifle had a better season than Daniel Jones, so stop it. And he only played like 4 games.
Well, yeah.
Daniel Jones.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm looking at
in general, he's
a primary member of the Anti-Defamation League.
But at the same time, if somebody can make Geno Smith and Sam Darnold startable players in the NFL, why not Daniel Jones?
He's got to go to Carolina to get that stink on him so he can go somewhere else.
There is one team.
You know what? He may have to go through Carolina because that's what Sam Darnold did. Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield both went through Carolina and then ended up
I found Daniel Jones
starters on teams.
I found Daniel Jones' new team for next year.
What's Daniel Jones' new team?
He's going to the Cleveland Browns.
To be the backup to Jameis Winston?
To be the starter over Jameis Winston. Wow.
Oh,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jameis Winston better not take a back seat to some damn Daniel Jones.
Can Mr. Fancy going to bring in Daniel Jones to make a starter?
Jameis Winston
be the backup, and he's going to get rid of fucking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Jameis ain't going to be the backup for long. He ain't gonna, if he's the backup to Daniel Jones, it won't be the backup for long. Trust and believe that. Jameis armed too live. If Jameis was in New York right now, they would probably be doing something.
He might be there next year.
Which New York, Giants or Jets?
Either or. Either or. You put Jameis Winston on a team with some weapons, and they're gonna be a dangerous team. They're gonna be because Jameis Winston, he's making Judy a thing. I never thought that we would get this kind of production out of Jerry Judy.
Yeah, we was kind of expecting this 4 years ago.
Right. I was kind of expecting this with Russell Wilson. But it is what it is. What's the next game?
Next game is New Orleans 14, New York Giants 11.
Another atrocious game.
Mm-hmm. I'm mad that I watched. I was mad that I had some invested in that game. I had something invested in that game. I wanted Kamara to do good, but that game was terrible.
Drew Lock led everyone in rushing yards.
How about that? How about that? That damn
the
Drew
whole
Lock.
59. That man couldn't even hit 60.
Carr got hurt again.
Done for the season.
Oh wow!
Because he decided to be Patrick Mahomes and jump in the air and throw the ball at the same time.
He should know he about as frail as Jimmy G. He shouldn't be doing shit like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The season's pretty much over with at this point. We only got like 3 more games left in the playoffs. So
and Aiden O'Connell's done for the season too.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw that. But the Raiders are gonna draft a quarterback. So
sure.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be a Raider. My
homeboy going in the first 15.
My homeboy's a Giant fan, and he wants Shador over there. I'm like, you may have to settle for Cam Ward, my guy.
You're not getting Cam Ward. They're getting Dylan Gabriel. Stop it.
Oh God.
No, they're gonna get Bryson Daly.
Excuse me. How many times have the Giants had the opportunity to draft a black quarterback?
They're gonna
Many-
draft Bryson Daly.
many.
I'm telling you.
They're gonna take Dylan Gabriel. Why? Because he ain't black. He's Hawaiian.
Or they may take Quinn Ewers.
No,
Oh.
I'm telling you, they're gonna take Bryson Daly.
Ewers.
Ewers. Ew.
Quincy Wood, come on, he's not even the best quarterback on his own team now.
The Giants are gonna take Bryson Daly from Army.
Stop it. They're not.
They're gonna bring Bryson Daly in
Why they gonna take a
because
damn
they want trash quarterbacks. They don't want to win.
They're
They
gonna
wanna
take
be
Dylan
trash.
Gabriel, who's possibly gonna win the national title.
Mm.
No, I
They
don't
may
see the
take-
Giants doing anything good.
They
Not until they fire the GM.
they may take Genty
No,
because of the backlash from letting Saquon go. They may take Genty.
you're gonna take Genty with the number 1 pick
Just gonna ruin that man's career from day one.
Yup.
because the way the draft's gonna go right now is gonna go Travis Hunter 1 to Jacksonville, and the Giants are gonna get. No, I'm sorry. Shadord 1 to the Raiders.
Mhm.
The Giants will take whoever, and the Jacksonville at 3 is going to take Travis Hunter.
That'd be nasty.
And then Shiloh goes wherever he goes in the first round.
Yeah, those draft episodes are gonna be fun to do.
Oh, well,
Tennessee.
yeah, I can't wait for that.
But we get to that point. We're gonna have to actually study. How about that? We're gonna have to actually study some
Like, I'm not
draft
sure
shit.
what
That's
live
gonna
from the
be
bench we're
fun.
gonna do, but we always
What-
go all out for that shit. So
What
That's gonna be
might
fun.
Magic Johnson say? I ain't gonna be here.
What's the next game?
What is wrong with him tonight?
the next game is Philly beating the shit out of Carolina by 6.
Yeah, I ain't beat the shit out of nothing.
I know.
Y'all were horrific. And
Damn,
what did I say?
13-point spread.
Didn't I say Grant Calcaterra was going to get some stupid, goofy ass touchdown?
You did.
My Cash App is $ James F Vegas.
Bite me and just text it to me.
The leading passer was Bryce Young with 191 yards.
He cost me $10 because they wanted to fool around and play like the Ravens and only rush Saquon Barkley 10 times.
Oh, fuck. I'm done with them.
I don't even understand what happened.
Yeah, right now.
It was
If
just
y'all
bad.
lose,
I'm gonna tell you what happened there. Y'all kept overlooking. Y'all keep overlooking and thinking you can pick on the Panthers, and I kept telling you
if
the
you
Panthers
buffoon-
they're not a team that can be picked on anymore.
No, Eagles were not up to their best standards even so far this season.
Let me tell you right now, fuck that. If you buffoons go into Sunday and lose to Pittsburgh with no George Pickens, I am going to ridicule every Eagles fan.
It's
There ain't no
the,
damn-
but it's
You
the
know when
Steel-
damn hell y'all lose that
it's
game.
it's the Steelers with Mike Tomlin. They always got a punch of chance regardless. You got Mike Tomlin and Russell Wilson on one side, and that defense on the other side. And Highsmith just came back.
I'm
They
gonna tell you
got
right
a punch.
now.
They're gonna have a
No, it's
punch
gonna be
of
a
chance
defensive struggle.
every
It's gonna be
week.
a defensive struggle.
Every week.
But
Mhm.
but you
It's gonna be a
bastards
good game. It's gonna be a good game.
got like 85 Georgia players. All you need to do is put a picture of Najee Harris on a bullseye and mollywop that piece of shit from Alabama.
Well, that's probably a game plan anyway. Shit. The sick Jalen Carter on. But no, y'all right. I mean, it is a team coached by Tomlin, and they're always
Always
in the
competitive.
fight.
Like you
So,
can never count a Mike Tomlin team out.
I would.
You can't.
Oh,
It can
why would-
definitely happen this week for the Eagles, but they can't lose this week. They can't
How
lose
the-
this week and have Detroit lose this week too. Because this
How the
is
hell
week-
do you watch a
Yeah.
game like that and the fantasy relevancy was all on the Panthers? Because Adam Thielen went ham.
I told you he was going to do that.
Absolutely ham on this
I
team.
told you he was going to do that. I told you.
Even Chuba
Adam-
Hubbard outscored freaking Saquon.
Like Adam Thielen ain't no joke, man. I told you. he's the only real weapon they got down there. Leggett
Well,
is still young.
him and
He's-
Chuba. Because your boy's done for the year.
Yeah, Brooks is done. And you know what? Brooks is gonna be done for next year too.
Mhm.
I don't think we're gonna see Brooks again until like 2026.
He's the new age Dobbins.
And when he comes back, he's probably gonna be decent for about 6 or 7 games and then get hurt again. I hate to say that, but once you show me that you're kind of injury prone, like that in the back of my mind, that's all I think is that you're gonna get injured. But in hindsight, now we know we can draft Chuba Hubbard next year. Now we know that.
You know who might trade up in the draft just for shits and giggles, even if they're a playoff team? The Chargers into the top 15 to get Gentry ahead of Dallas.
I doubt that. They need another wide receiver, damn a running back.
Shit, they need both.
Like if you're going to trade up, trade up for McMillan.
He'll be gone by the first 5, bro. Are you kidding me?
I believe it. But
he's already being mocked. He's already being mocked in the first 5 picks.
If you're going to trade up for a wide receiver because
my
boy need it. Herbert needs it.
He's the only legit receiver in this draft in the first round.
I believe it. What's the next game?
Really? Oh. Y'all putting out waiver wires on Bill Belichick not becoming a head coach in college.
Jesus Christ. Next game is
if you don't get that shit off of the damn screen.
It happened.
Don't nobody give a fuck about Bill Belichick becoming the head coach of a damn college team. What fantasy implications does that have? Not a damn.
The only implication that means is that old Kyle Shanahan is gonna be pissed off all next year. And Bill Belichick is ramming it up everybody in the ACC.
I don't give a shit. I'm glad Bill Belichick is in college. Let somebody else in the NFL get some rings. God damn it!
What, Andy Reid?
I need Andy Reid ass to leave too. I need him to leave. Let somebody else get some damn rings.
And Kyle will still not win one for us. Motherfucker, man. Next game, please.
Next game. Tampa Bay beats Vegas 28-13.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was. It was
actually fantasy. McCormick, I'm not saying he did great, but he kept that team moving so they could get the ball to Bowers and Myers.
I think McCormick might be
relevant for that team.
Yeah. He's shown me something. He's shown me something in back-to-back games that I have not seen from anybody that plays running back for the Raiders this year. Now, granted, it could be just a 1-year thing because Zamir White was a 1-year thing.
We don't know.
So we'll find out.
You can't even say a 1-year thing. You could say a 3-game thing.
Yeah, I'm not reaching for him yet.
Yeah. I grabbed them at Dynasty because if it is, it is. If it is, if he becomes a thing, great. I got a great player, but we'll see.
Look at the horseshit that I got to deal with. I got to deal with this schmuck in the first round of our Dynasty games.
Who? Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
What happened?
Like he's got to play me in the first round of the Sleeper Dynasty. The only reason why you had to play me in the first round is because I had Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, and Jonathan Taylor on bye last week, and I lost by like 20 points. Had I had at least 2 of those 3, I would have had a bye week. So I ended up going from 2nd to 3rd. And now you got to deal with me this week. Blame Sybil's. She should have sat her players and let me win and get my bye week.
Yeah, that's not the way it works. Shit, if only.
If only. But I see in the 49er league, you backed into the playoffs. Is he frozen?
No, I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
not. I'm not dealing with the shenanigans tonight.
I don't look. You was all worried about not making the playoffs, and your ass ended up making the damn playoffs.
Because she lost. 49er girl lost by like the skin of her ass.
But she got her ass beat. She got her ass beat. I text my boy because he's in one of my 49er Facebook group chats. I said, bro, you about to lose this fucking game. And as soon as I said that shit, Brock Purdy just started slinking because he got Brock Purdy as his quarterback. He got Jawan Jennings and he got George Kittle. Brock Purdy just annihilated that fucking Bears defense. More on that to come. And he just went crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah. So now you got first place locked up. I wound up getting second place. I'm cool. Bye week.
Don't worry
I'm
about
good.
it, Boulevard. You see that part that says heartbreaking losses? About 2 of my games belong in there this week.
It sounds like you had a good week in fantasy at all.
No, I went 1-1. I caught somebody heartbreaking, and that Jamar Chase touchdown in the fourth quarter just killed me.
Bro, that Jamar Chase touchdown in the fourth quarter killed a lot of people. I seen a lot of people. I was scrolling Facebook this week. I seen a lot of people saying that they got kicked out the playoff hunt with that one play. And,
Dude,
everybody hates the Cowboys now because of that punt. Because of the punt, everybody hates the Cowboys.
Week 13 is the bane of my existence. I lost 3 major games that week that cost me seeding in one, which is my own league, and it cost me the playoffs in 2 of my big money leagues. What happens in week 14? I go batshit crazy. I drop 177 in one league, 180 something in another league, and then I barely win. No, I almost won in our league, the one me and him are in together, and that's when I lost at the last second with Jamar Chase. So I backed into the playoffs in my own league again, and now I'm in the first round playing somebody who somehow got both, not one, but both the defenses that were on the waiver wire. I don't know how. He ended up getting Denver and Baltimore.
Damn.
He can't play them both, though.
Nope. So you know what I did? I went and picked up the next best team. The Chiefs playing Cleveland this week.
Well played.
I don't know. I think this is gonna be a week that Winston goes off.
No.
I think it's the week when Holmes goes off.
I did a chart. I got a chart.
It's every 2 weeks, James.
It's every 2 weeks. He didn't go off last week. So this is the week he goes off.
No, it's not. It's 1 week off.
I did the numbers. I got a chart. Okay? If I tell you I got a chart, you gotta learn to listen to me sometimes.
Shove your chart up your ass.
You gotta learn to listen to me sometimes. How many times you gonna come on here and be wrong? You gotta learn to listen to me sometimes, bro.
Please.
I know some shit. You gotta learn to listen to me sometimes. I'm about to pull up the chart. Give me 1 second. Cause just saying it don't do it justice. You gotta understand the patterns when it comes to this guy. Like I've been a Winston fan since college. Of course, you know he's from FSU, so it's my guy.
Yeah, you go down with the ship. I know.
Nah, Winston won me a lot of money the last time that he was a starter in the NFL. He won me a lot of money. That year he went 30 for 30. Won me a lot of money that year. Here we go. I'm about to pull it up right now. So he's only been a starter since the Baltimore game. So he went off at the Baltimore game, 334-3. The next week against the Clippers. The next week against the Chargers, man. Then against New Orleans, 395-2. Against Pittsburgh in the snow, man. Against Denver, went off. Against Pittsburgh again, Man, this is the week he goes off. If my theory about Winston is true, this is the week Winston goes off.
It'll be the Cincinnati game.
Nah, I think it's going to be this game. The Chiefs are susceptible to they gave up points to Bryce Young. Who's to say Winston and Judy can't do them in? I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if Winston gets 350 yards plus and 3 TDs this week. Don't be surprised.
And 3 interceptions.
And no, 3, maybe 4 picks. Maybe 4. I don't know. The Chiefs defense, depending on
giving something back in return.
Depending on if he's feeling pick 60 this week, the Chiefs defense may be a good play. But I'm putting my money on Winston to go off this week.
Next game.
Shit, I'd be starting that Chiefs defense. Winston gonna be throwing for his life out there. Next game,
he's gonna have to. He's going to have to.
You're gonna see what's the name of that game? Karlaftis, Chanel, and Chris Jones in that backfield all night.
Okay, and you're gonna see Judy cooking that it's either will be Judy, Moore.
It's gonna be more.
Judy and Moore will go up because I don't see it happening this week for Chubb. I don't see it happening this week for Chubb. Not against that run defense.
If who did the Chiefs play last week?
They played
no, they played Pittsburgh on Christmas.
They lost the Chargers.
Yeah.
And McDuffie played who the whole game? Did he alternate?
Well, they didn't have Lad McConkey out there.
No, he was hurt.
Yeah.
McDuffie would have been on McConkey had he played.
So he probably played
Johnson. But I don't think he played him the whole game. I think they switched him off. I don't understand these defenses this year. Like, you have star corners that are follow players, and then the game you think that they're gonna do it. The coach was like, "No, I want to put the other guy on them."
Yeah, Palmer had 6 for 78, and Johnson had 5 for 48 in the TD. I honestly think we'll get to this game later, but I honestly felt like if McConkey would have played, I think the Chargers would have won that game. I think Chargers would have won that.
That's how important.
Funny, you feel the same way about the Jets game. That if what's his name had played, the running back had played,
Brees
would have been a different story.
Not
yeah,
really.
I think they would have beat Miami if Brees would have played.
Those kids didn't play bad. That shit falls on Aaron Rodgers again in that offensive line.
What's the next game, Boulevard?
I am not sure. What was the last game?
I think it was in Carolina.
No. It was a game after that.
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Vegas.
Yeah, we did. We talked about Tampa Bay Raiders. Tampa Bay Raiders, I think, was the last game we talked about.
Yeah,
we started talking about McCormick.
Seattle, Arizona. Seattle 30, Arizona 18.
We didn't do Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
No, we didn't do Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Thanks, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
I don't think it was much fantasy implications in that game.
It was all Pittsburgh. All fantasy Pittsburgh.
It was all Pittsburgh. Judy, I think Judy had a decent game.
64.
Because I know he scored a touchdown. I definitely know he did that. He scored the touchdown.
It was like 4 for 71 and a touchdown.
Yeah. Decent game. That's about a good what?
He could have did more.
He could have.
That 5 for 64 and a touchdown.
Who? Judy?
5 for 64 touchdown.
Okay. And most of that was in the first
17.
half.
That's about 17 points right there. 17, 18
and most of it
points.
was in the first half.
Yeah.
He didn't do shit the second half.
Yeah, Tomlin wasn't playing. He wasn't playing with Cleveland this time around. He was not playing with Cleveland this time around. Like y'all got that W off for us in the snow, but we ain't playing this time around.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next game?
Seattle.
Seattle, Arizona. Seattle 30, Arizona 18.
I called that game an ass whooping from the word go.
Kyler Murray actually went off this week for fantasy. For fantasy, he went off.
I know JSN went off.
Oh yeah, woo! JSN went nuclear. No, not JSN. Charbonnet went nuclear.
No.
Oh,
That was no.
God.
Look at my receiver. It was JSN that went off.
Oh
and then
my
Charbonnet
God.
went off.
Charbonnet lost his damn mind. Charbonnet played like he wanted to be the starter. Charbonnet played like he wanted to be the starter.
It's possible because Kenneth Walker's always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruce Leroy looked like he wanted to be the starter out there this week.
Come back with another one of those. You might not have a choice but to start him.
He wanted
Right.
that cookie.
Right.
Take that spot. Walker's not really holding it down. Take that shit.
Right. I mean, this is what they drafted you for. They drafted you. They drafted you just in case some shit like this happens, and you're supposed to go off. You're supposed to get the glow, Leroy. Get the glow.
I'm mad. I dropped him to pick up one of the Jets running backs.
Well, I know you was pissed.
No, I forgot that I did it, right? Then on Sunday, I'm like, I think I dropped Charbonnet. And then what league was it in? Then when I find out, I was like, oh my God. It was in that all-niner league from Brad Graham's league that I'm in. And I'm like, holy shit, I dropped Charbonnet for Bryce, Braden Allen or Isaiah Davis. He go off for like 40 or 50. Damn Kenneth Walker, that bastard. Because typically if Kenneth Walker plays hurt, he survives the game. Charbonnet maybe gets 15 touches the whole game.
Yeah.
And he's subpar most of the time.
One thing I'm taking away from this season is Jackson Smith and Jigba is a thing now. He's a thing now. He's going to be a. I'm gonna draft JSN over DK Metcalf next year.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah. As long as Geno is the quarterback, I think I'm taking JSN, and there's no reason why Geno wouldn't be the quarterback next year. Like he's been producing, so there's no reason why. He's been producing. You can't get mad at it. He's been producing.
Yeah, he's top 10 in fantasy at quarterback. Geno,
right? And they're 8-5 right now. They potentially they can make the playoffs. He's been producing. Can't get mad at him.
They can't lose.
It seems like 10 wins is really the benchmark to get in now, since there's 7 teams. So
yeah,
I mean it's not a stretch to see Seattle in the playoffs, second wild card.
No, they're going to win the division.
Yeah,
Marvin Harrison Jr. got drafted by the wrong team, in my opinion. I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. probably would have been better off with another team that's not the Cardinals.
Listen, I just care about Trey. That's all I care about. Trey and James. And James needs to wake the fuck up.
Trey McBride went off.
In the second half at that. It was awesome.
Yeah. My sleeper, Wilson.
Touchdown.
Got you some points. Long touchdown. 20 points off of one play. What's that? He had a J to kiss stat line. Top 5 dead or alive off one LP. He gave you 20 quick points. If you listen to us, if you picked him up and you started him, then you probably backed your way into the damn playoffs.
Read that stat line for me.
He had 2 touchdowns. He had 2 receptions, 57 yards, and a TD. And I think one of those I think the TD was 50 yards.
Oh, so then depending on the league,
yeah. TD was 50 yards. But that's all it takes. One play is all it takes sometimes.
That's why MVS is going to be irrelevant now.
Yeah. Without Carr, I'm not trusting MVS without Carr. Well, that's the one good thing about Derek Carr is he's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw a deep bomb. I'm not trusting MVS without him. I'm not trusting no Saint not named Alvin Kamara.
Who's their
going
starter
forward.
now?
I think it's Hainer. I think it's Hainer. Yeah.
Well, no, you know what? I'll retract that statement.
Hold up. Wasn't Hainer the backup quarterback last year for?
No, he's a rookie.
Oh, he's a rookie? Okay.
Yeah,
I got him confused.
From Fresno State or one of them Mac Whack.
Yeah, I got him confused.
Whatever fucking West Coast.
Hold up. Is he? So they got two. So the Saints picked up two rookies?
I believe so.
Because I know they got Spencer. And he ain't do nothing. I wanted him to be something, but he ain't do nothing. Connor, hey, I've been expecting this man to get hurt.
This is Hainer's second year. He came in He came in last year's draft to the Saints.
Okay, I've been expecting Connor to get hurt. He is not. I think Connor's doing this to be on purpose.
He's wearing a voodoo medallion to stop all your curses.
Yeah, he's doing this to be on purpose. He's like, okay, you know what? That damn Kyle Shanahan's keep thinking I'm gonna get hurt. But dog, you get hurt every year. Now you want to wait. You want to wait to the year that Benson comes on the team to decide that now you don't want to be hurt.
Shouldn't make fun of him. Now you got him throwing chicken bones in a pot and like stirring that shit, making ancient chants. Jeff Hall. It's Jeff Hall.
He's hanging out with what was that? Those three witches, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. And not only is he not hurt, but he going off. He had 90 yards on the ground. He had 4 receptions, 32 yards, and a TD. So, hey, salute to you, my guy. Stay healthy.
Hey, Boulevard, he's doing that black magic from the Dominican Republic and Haiti, all in one.
All the Naruto hand signals and shit.
Santeria.
That man hooked up with Screwface and Screwface's twin.
Next game.
Too much Lovecraft Country.
Anybody that's into that, I'm not making fun of it. I believe in what y'all do. So that's
look. I had him marked for bench, and he is not fucking with me right now.
He got you eating nothing but in your face. Straight egg.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it because I got a lot of shares of him in fantasy football. So stay healthy, my guy. Stay healthy.
Listen, I watched a play the other day in the quad box, and my boy was wide open. I mean, wide open. The DB was like a yard or two behind him. Still could have stopped him, but he was so open, and he just dropped the ball. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I thought you
was going to talk about that guy. Was it college where he hurdled? He did a backwards hurdle over 2 people.
Oh no, that was ridiculous.
Did you see that Boulevard?
He did the Saquon Barkley times 2.
No, I didn't see that happen again. No, I didn't know.
Somebody in college. I want to say it was college.
No, it was college. He did the Saquon Barkley times 2
over 2 people.
He ran, jumped backwards over 2 people in a hurdle position,
and stuck the landing,
and damn near almost got another couple more yards.
Yeah, nasty. When we're done with the show, we're gonna pull that up because that was nasty.
I don't know if he caught the ball or ran the ball, but the juke he put before he did that hurdle, absolutely insane.
Nasty. What's the next game?
Next game, speaking of nasty, is LA 44, Buffalo 42.
Woo, that was a game. That was probably top 5 games of the year right there. That's what you needed for fantasy football. This is what we needed.
No, you're right. Listen, outside of all the fantasy relevancy in that game, the only thing that upset me was
Buffalo lost.
Had our game not been a snow game, we could have did the same thing that the Rams did to Buffalo, because they couldn't stop Kyren Williams.
And CMC probably wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Exactly.
But
That
neither here
man
nor
was
there.
bashing them the entire game.
Yeah, Buffalo is having a problem stopping the run this year.
God.
Because we see what Derrick Henry did to him. First play of the game, 80 yards on him. So
And now
Buffalo has a problem stopping the run this
and
year.
now you're going against the number one rushing team in football this year in Detroit. Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna have a field day. Oh,
Hold up. Buffalo and in Detroit this week?
yep, game of the week.
Please tell me that's a Saturday night. That's a primetime game.
It's the 4:30 game.
NFL, what are you doing? Who's playing Sunday night and
I'll
Monday?
tell you right now. Hold on, because there's a doubleheader on Monday.
There's a doubleheader on Monday.
Yes,
Love it. I love it.
I hope it better not be. It better not be a bum. It better not be no bums playing on Monday. Because the
So-
last time they did that damn doubleheader,
Wait.
You're gonna be
Let
disappointed.
me. So we start with the Monday night doubleheader. Falcons at the Raiders.
get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. What's the next game? What's the next game?
Bears at the Vikings.
Evil.
I don't want to see either one of those games.
Wait. It gets better. Your 8:00 game. Packers at Seahawks.
Now that's a game. That's a game. That's a game. That's a game.
gets
Yeah,
better. Listen, the only good part about this Sunday is they're going to be the 4:00 schedule because Colts play the Broncos, Patriots play the Cardinals. That might actually be a good game. Bills at Lions on CBS, Bucks at the Chargers on Fox, and the Steagles are playing each other.
yeah. My TV is not leaving Red Zone this weekend.
What's Red Zone? I'm doing the quad box all day.
My TV is not leaving Red Zone
Because
at all this weekend until the primetime games. That's the joy. That's the joy of the 49ers playing on a Thursday night. Because once that game is over, all my stress is done. I can watch football all day Sunday and Monday with no qualms.
what kills me about this weekend is that CBS has the doubleheader, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means we're forced to watch the Commanders at 1:00 here in the DC area, and then that's it. There's no 4:00 games, so that means we don't get the Seattle game because the Steelers game. I don't think the Steelers game is going to be televised out here on Fox because you don't.
I get all the channels, period. So.
Oh, I do too, but I'm gonna be on the quad box. But I don't want. Sometimes when you go on that quad box, it be giving you issues too. That Sunday ticket, they don't want to give you every game. But I think the only game that's gonna be on TV is gonna be that goofy ass Lions game that I'm gonna have to watch on TV because I want to do the quad box on my phone now, so I can watch the rest of that slate.
This is going to be a stress-free weekend for me after tomorrow night. Boulevard gonna have all the stress on him. Steelers versus the Eagles. He gonna have all the pressure on him, all the stress. I'm good. I am good.
What was the game we were talking about just to be safe?
Now? Oh wait. This week's game? I mean last week's game?
Yeah.
Rams Buffalo.
Yeah.
44-42.
Yeah, that was a game. Everybody went off.
No,
Hold on, except for did James Cook? What did James Cook do? Because I when I looked,
6 for 20, he didn't do shit.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
It was all Shakir, Allen, Cooper.
Boy, Allen went off.
Yo, did you watch how Nakua was just massacring that secondary?
Yes.
With the tippy toes and the
yes
jumping catches, just stretching his Every time I look at that goofball on our practice squad, Ronnie Bell. Every time.
Yeah, we
chose
Ronnie Bell over Puka Nacua, and it makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it. And the only reason why we chose Ronnie Bell is because he was Debo light.
Think about this. Just for shits and giggles. We draft Puka Nacua. We're not grabbing Ricky Pearsall this year in the first round.
No, we're not. We're probably taking an offensive lineman in the first round.
No, a defensive tackle.
We're going trenches in the first round. Yeah.
Bullshit.
6 touchdowns and over 400 total yards for Josh Allen. If you
Next.
started him, you won.
Josh Allen was not going. He was not going. Despite how bad that defense was getting whipped, Josh Allen was not going.
Do you know how atrocious that is? That you have the
0 sacks.
He's a 0 sacks, no picks, no turnovers, no punts.
Well, there was one punt. It was one
punt. Okay,
but
there was no turnovers, no sacks.
Well, you know how disgusting that is? That's the second time this year, not just in football, in basketball too, because this is relevant to fantasy for basketball players. With Giannis and Josh Allen have the games of a fucking season and lose.
Yeah, there was no defense played in that game.
We were watching the NFL version of the Big 12.
Yeah. Great game for fantasy football, unless you play defenses. And I played the Buffalo defense in one of my leagues, and Lord, they gave me like 1 point.
I had Shaquille on the bench.
Next game. Next game.
Next game is y'all going to Chicago. Well, Chicago
whipping that ass.
Yeah.
I'll let Sweet Cheeks have this one.
Please don't ever say that again. Please don't ever in life say that again.
Boulevard. Look at Boulevard. Do it again, Boulevard.
You know who you sound like? You sound like Big Worm on Money Talks. Did he hold? How did he grab you? Did he grab you like this? Please don't ever do that again. Anyway, Glock Purdy doing Glock Purdy things. What can I say? That's our season in a nutshell. This is the 49ers season in a nutshell. Do you know the 49ers? Do you know the 49ers are ranked the number 4th offense in the NFL and ranked the number 3 defense in the NFL? And we have a losing record. That this is our season in a nutshell.
Listen, this is what we held them to this. 4 yards.
4 yards and a half. And without Nick Bosa out there, without like
Hargrave.
Yeah, like without a lot of our stars out there, we held them to 4 yards.
Boulevard, what's disgusting about that game? We broke records on defense because we held them to the most point differential or yard differential or whatever the crap was it. What it was? Then it was yard differential, the most yard differential in the NFL by far ever. In one.
And you know what else pisses me off about that game? The defense played like it's supposed to play, and it made homeless Kyle look good. And I'm like, dog, please don't. I don't want this guy back as our defensive coordinator next year. I don't want him back. He's not it. He's not it.
They scared me in that third quarter when they let that team come back and score 2 touchdowns in a row. And then they woke up in the end of the third into the fourth and went off again.
I never once felt like in that game the Bears had a chance. I never once.
But I just don't like. I don't like the fact that you allowed them to drive down the field with ease 2 drives in a row, and almost a third one into that turnover.
See, the problem
coach's first game, yeah.
The problem was that first drive was like 9 minutes. The Bears were shooting themselves in the foot. You're down by a lot. Why are you taking 9 minutes off the clock to drive and score? You need to be scoring quick because you were down by a lot. So when I saw that drive took 9 minutes, I said, you know what? They ain't got a shot. They can't score fast. We can score fast. We can score fast.
Talking about the
They can't
Doomsday
score
touchdown.
fast.
Though. The Doomsday touchdown.
That was nasty. That was nasty. I wasn't even mad at that. I wasn't even mad.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The first one with that footwork in the ass back of the end zone. I wasn't even mad at that. I said, you know what? That was a great play. Great play.
The second one, he just left. I don't know what the hell Jair Brown was looking at.
I know what he was looking at. The bench. That's what he was looking at. The bench, because that's where he need to be. Bench. We need to figure out a way to bring back the tribal chief and let him and Mustafa go out there and play.
They started the game.
Huh?
Huff and Mustafa started the game.
Yeah, we need to figure out a way to bring back Huff.
He played.
I'm talking about because he's a free agent. We need to figure out a way to bring him back.
They're not going to bring him back. He's going to probably ask for too much money.
We need to bring him back. He's only played one. We only played one season. He can't be asking for too much money. We need to bring him back. Because Jair ain't it. He ain't it.
What's the beginning of his name in that one he played?
He's a tribal chief.
No. All pro Talanoa Hufanga.
And how long ago was that all pro?
It don't matter.
It do matter.
It doesn't matter when it comes to his contract. That label's there.
He played one season out of 4. He's played one season.
2, but
trust and believe. On the open market, he's not going to get a lot of money. You haven't proven that you can stay on the field. He's not going to get a lot of money. You got to prove. Listen, you got to prove. You got to prove. You got to prove that you can stay on the field before somebody invests a lot of money into you.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
So he may come back and play on prove it deal with us.
Ben Barker will be cheaper. Greenlaw will be cheaper. Huff may do a 1-year deal. We also got to bring back Mason.
I think he's going to do a 1-year prove it deal. If not with us, with somebody. He's going to do a prove it. He's got to do
a legitimate contract.
He's going to have to do a prove it deal with somebody until he can prove that he can stay healthy for at least 15 games. 15 out of 17, at least.
And we got to bring back Mason at a decent contract. Jordan Mason's a free agent.
Yeah, we got to bring Mason back.
We have restricted. We have RFA on him for next year.
Yeah, we definitely got to bring Mason back.
What's it called again? It's
restricted free agent.
Yeah, he's a restricted free agent for us. So anybody can offer him a contract, but we got to make sure
we got to either match it or let him walk.
And you get a pick for it.
Yeah, you do. You get a 3rd round pick, but I want Mason back on the team.
They got to pay him. They got to give him at least a 3-year contract with like $20 million, $25 million, some shit like that.
Yeah. I want Mason back. I want Barch back. Barch was playing decent.
His current salary is $850,000 right now and change.
Who, Barch?
No.
Oh, Mason?
Mason.
Oh, you got times turn that, man. He needs 10 times.
Do 25 mil by 3 years.
25 mil by 3 years, about what?
About 7.5. About 7.5.
Oh, 25 3 years, 8.33333.
No, it's 7. It's 7 and change. But 7 to 8 mil. 7 to 8 mil a year is what's going to cost to have him on the team again.
I can see that.
Because of what he did this year.
Especially since we restructured Hargrave's contract.
Well, that's going to Purdy and some other and be spread out to bring people back. You got your wish. He's gone.
I told you that was going to happen. How many times? How often was I right this year? Like I'm betting.
No. Let's get this correct. You wasn't right.
I'm betting like 800. I'm betting like 800.
You got lucky that they did the contract shit this weekend because nobody saw that coming. Dude,
I told you it was going to happen.
No. You said they were going to cut him. You said they were going to cut him. They didn't cut him.
I said they were going to
cut this contract to lead to the cut. Nobody saw that restructuring coming.
I didn't say they was going to cut him during the season. I just said he wasn't going to be on the team next year. He's not. He's costing way too much money, and he's not doing what we're paying him to do.
And
So he can go back to Pittsburgh, because I'm pretty sure Philly don't want him. He can go back to Pittsburgh
he's still
and
going to
have
carry
fun.
a dead cat for 2 years after.
He's going what?
Carry a dead cat for 2 years after he leaves.
Oh well, we can draft somebody and replace him with what he was doing. We can draft somebody and replace that. What's the next game, Boulevard? Oh yeah, by the way, Juwan Jennings is a fantasy revelation this year.
He's another problem. We're gonna have to up his fucking contract too.
Hey, he's worth it. Pay that motherfucker.
He's not.
Pay that motherfucker. I would rather pay him and cut Debo.
If it ain't this year, it'll be next year.
Yeah.
And him and Kittle will be both free agents next year. So both of them getting paid next year.
Yeah, you got to bring both of them motherfuckers back because they the only two consistent wide receivers on the 49ers right now. Because Debo ain't doing Debo things. He's saying that he ain't getting the ball enough. But when you do get the ball, you're not doing Debo things with it.
And Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall need to become best friends immediately.
Yeah. Pearsall needs to go hang out on the ranch with Brock. With Brock and Kittle. Go hang out on the ranch with them. Stop hanging out with the niggas. Stop hanging out with the niggas. Go hang out with the white boys. Learn from Kittle. Learn from Kittle. Because we gonna need you next year, big guy. We gonna need you. Because I don't think Debo gonna be around.
No, he is.
I don't think he's gonna be around.
He is.
There's a rumor already going around that they're not cutting him this next year.
You said they're not cutting him?
No. This is from a Niner insider.
We'll see. If they don't cut him, they need to trade him.
Again, they're probably going to wait till the year after when his dead cap is low for us and he has no real money value. Boulevard.
Yes.
What's the next one, please?
Kansas City 19, Chargers 17.
Boo!
The fantasy relevancy was Hopkins touchdown.
And that's it. Because Mahomes really didn't do much.
Neither did Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert didn't do much. Johnson I think it was Johnson that got the touchdown.
Yes,
Johnson got the
we
touchdown.
spoke about that earlier. Johnson got the touchdown, and Palmer just got yards.
Yeah,
but
that was it.
McConkey was the difference maker in a game that still had stars, but I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, McConkey didn't play, but if he would have played, I think McConkey would have went off.
And then Disley got hurt, so he's done for the year.
Yeah, but who's that boy that came in after him?
Oh, the newbie, the rookie. I think
he was cooking.
And then
he may be somebody to look out for.
And then of course the doink of the year.
Look, I honestly thought when it doinked, I honestly thought it was a wrap. They were done. Chiefs lost. I was about to get happy, and then I don't know. I think the football gods just love Andy Reid for whatever reason, because if that were the Bears against the Packers, that doink would have went out.
Or the Giants getting getting their field goal blocked by the Saints.
Yeah.
Next game.
Monday night game.
The Simpsons game. Oh, that was wonderful.
Yeah. Cincinnati 27, Dallas 20.
I thoroughly enjoyed that Ralph Wiggum touchdown and at least the first one.
I thoroughly enjoyed the Mo Sizlak touch. Was it the Mo Sizlak?
Oh, he just got a touchdown. I think
was that something? Was that something I was looking?
He caught a catch. He caught a catch. Mo caught a catch.
No, I was looking at something. They had Mo. They had. I was looking at something earlier. I'm at the
Chase Brown. He tackled Chase Brown. That's what it was.
No. I was looking at something one of my boys put in one of the chats. They had Mo Sizlak as Jamar Chase, and Mo was he was fucking dudes up. I'm talking about something that I don't know whether this was in the game or this was something from
the way the game went. The way the game went was all the kids were the Bengals. So Lisa played Jamar Chase. Bart played Joe Burrow. Bart played Chase Brown. Ralph Wiggum played T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Nelson played Gesicki. That was hysterical because Nelson's route running was slow as all hell, and he caught the ball. Homer picked off Bart in the game.
I thought that Homer and Bart were supposed to be the coaches.
They are. They were the coaches and players.
And it was so they player coaches.
Yeah, they had Barney, Bart, Mo, all on the adult side. Marge was the referee picker upper. So every time they threw a flag, he would pick up the flags or vacuum it. And then Maggie was the camera girl. She was on top of the camera in the sky. And then the aliens played the first down marker. Like
yeah,
they
so
marked the first down.
What I was looking at was
Wasn't
something.
that Team Scratchy?
I just said that. I just
They were
put
the
it
chain gang.
Chain gang, yeah, chain gang.
Exactly with the chain gang.
Chain.
Yeah, I just put it in. I just put it in a group chat.
I know.
They had Mo Sizlak as Jamar Chase in the. I believe it was the Super Bowl. The Bengals played.
Yes.
Yeah,
not this one. Though.
And Mo was fucking the Rams defense up.
And then the best part of the night for me was Stephen A. Smith going crazy.
The fact that they had Stephen A. Smith's hairline had me
in tears.
In tears.
To the T. And the way he was going on his soliloquies all night and his diatribes had me in tears. And Mina Kimes, Dan Orlovsky, and I forgot who's the announcer that they worked with them. They killed it. They killed every part of that. That was a great thing. I want to see it again.
That was way better. That was way better than the Toy Story one.
I have to go back and watch the special edition Christmas episode after. And then what was also good was that they combined all three channels. So you had Troy Aikman and Buck on ESP on Fox, ABC and ESPN. On ESPN2, you had the Manning cast going at the same time as that game. And then they were mixing in the Manning cast as characters into the Simpsons cartoon.
Yeah. Because I was watching the actual game on my TV, but on my iPad, I had the Simpsons game. So I was like back and forth.
And it was behind by like a play. So whatever you're watching on TV was in front, and then the Simpsons episode was like a play behind. And then the best part of the Manning cast, they asked you to do how they're gonna score. So they asked Chris Collinsworth, because they had John Legend in the third, Chris Collinsworth in the fourth. And they go, Chris, how are they going to score? He goes, you know what? I don't see them taking the ball on the field with Chase Brown and kicking a field goal. I think they're going to go for the gusto and throw a touchdown to Jamar Chase for the game winner. And to the T, the minute he said that, Chase catches that ball, books it on 4 Cowboys for a touchdown. Chris Collinsworth walks out of his office into his house, into the rest of his house, and doesn't come back on camera. That's how you end the night.
So, question: is Jamar Chase the best wide receiver in football right now?
This year, yes. Not overall, no. I still got Justin Jefferson ahead of him.
You said you still got Jefferson over him?
Of course. Jake Jettis is better still.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, he's still right behind him. He's second in yards. I think he's not that far in catches. But he's not there in touchdowns this year, Jay Jettis. Because he just caught his second touchdown in like 2 months or 3 months.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. He went like 2 months without scoring a damn TD. That was a difficult 2 months.
Justin Jefferson, by this much, I still have him over Chase. But listen, that's that LSU bullshit right there for you. They just produce receivers. Look at Neighbors, Odell,
wide receiver you.
Mm-hmm.
Odell was that first one of this new wave of kids.
Yeah. But that was the crazy week 14. a week that you probably needed to get into the playoffs. If you made it, congratulations. Welcome to the stress.
Yeah, you who ate good needs to have like 4 or 5 people per category for this week. There was a lot of people going to fuck.
I'm only doing 3 per. I'm not about to sit here and
lot.
talk all day. It was a lot of people going off, but I'm not about to sit here and talk all day about all these people because chances are none of us have them on our team, so fuck them.
I probably no. I had Darnold on my team. I had Darnold on my team. I had Chase Brown on my team. I had A-Chain on my team. I had a couple of people. I had Jay Jettis. Barkley disappointed me. Fucking 10 carries. 10 carries? 10 carries?
He let us all down. That was weird.
What is wrong with your coach?
You can't blame that on Barkley.
He's a meathead.
I'm not blaming Barkley. I'm blaming the team. You didn't sign Barkley
between Kelly McKellen Moore and Knucklehead head coach. I don't know. It's one or the other.
Yeah, Kellen Moore. You talking about? Hey, look, it's Garfield. You talking about the old Cowboys offensive coordinator?
Yeah, that dude.
Cowboys quarterback too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boise State over Oklahoma.
Boise State legend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We about to tell y'all who ate good for your rosters this week, who probably helped you to get into the playoffs.
I definitely ate good this week.
Yeah. So, without further ado,
who's eating good?
I had a salad yesterday.
You get some garlic palm or some lemon pepper wings in that picture?
Can you stop being fat?
I had a salad yesterday.
Oh, Boulevard trying to get skinny on us. Oh,
yeah, he is.
One salad a week.
Boulevard, eat like a man.
One salad a week.
Did you at least have some protein in there?
Eat like a man.
Did you have some tuna, some steak, something in the salad?
Right.
Yes.
Right. What you put in the salad? Chicken?
Chicken.
Oh, you
fried?
Chicken?
Fried?
No.
No. Ew.
Grilled? Grilled chicken?
Yes. Weirdo. Fried chicken in the salad.
Eat like a man.
No, eating like a man had me at 290 plus.
We'll talk after this show, Boulevard, but I got some stuff for you.
All right, here we go. Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm 242 now. I'm okay.
6 TDs.
Yeah.
6. 342 yards, 3 passing TDs, 3 rushing TDs. Josh Allen, you are phenomenal for fantasy football this year.
And he's probably the guy
so is this guy. Sam Darnold.
He's Sam, right?
Sam, I see ghost face killers. Darnold. 327 yards and
USC days.
5 TDs.
He reverted back to his USC days. That's what he did.
Yeah. This is the Sam Darnold. This is the Sam Darnold that a lot of us believed in coming out of college. Like, he's playing like he's supposed to play. And so is this guy, Joe Burrow. The God. Joey.
He can do all he wanted. Ain't helping.
Joe, my name is Kevin Burrow.
It's helping us for fantasy.
You heard Boulevard? His name is Joe, aka my name is Kevin Burrow.
Yeah, you're home alone like I'm on.
Running back.
Good God.
Zach Charbonnet, damn near 200 yards. Zach Bruce Leroy Charbonnet.
7, 19, 38 points.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He had a level. Your mind, body, and soul must be.
No, he had a 40 burger.
Monster game. Kenneth Walker, he on your ass. Rashad White.
It's Negro.
I believed in you all season. Thank you for repaying my belief with these fantasy games you've been putting up. Now, if you can just get a little, if you can get just a couple more receptions, be more like Alvin Kamara, we'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine over here. Ah, Isaac Garendo.
That's 4 running backs you just showed.
No, it's not. It's 3. Charbonnet, Rashad White, and Garendo.
I thought you had somebody else there, but okay.
I got
Garendo.
Garendo a couple times. I'm starting to be
Garendo.
this week.
Well,
Hey,
he played
man,
this
look.
week?
Look. If the running back is starting for Kyle Shanahan and McVay, you better off just playing them because they're going to get points. They're going to get.
If he don't play this week, who do you start?
If he don't play this week and Patrick is starting, that's who I start. I start Patrick.
I start Izzy.
I believe Kyle likes his starters. He likes his starters.
Patrick's not a starter.
He's going to be a starter this week. If he's starting, he's going to get the majority of the run, especially if he's popping off 4 or 5 yards of carry.
This is where Kyle keeps fucking up. Izzy knows the offense. Patrick knows the offense. Start both of them. Keyshawn Vaughn.
See, you're saying what you want Kyle to do, but I'm going off of past actions with Kyle. We all know Kyle don't like to mix up the runs like that. He likes the starters out there. He likes to give his starters. He likes to give his starters 20+ carries. And at the end of the day, yes, it does. It has led to a lot of injuries.
I don't give a fuck what Kyle likes anymore. Next year, his fucking needs has to change.
That's cool, but we're talking about for fantasy football. So for fantasy football, if Patrick Taylor is the starter, that's who I'm running with. If I got parts of this game, which I'm hoping it's Isaac Garendo, because I like Garendo.
I'm starting Purdy in all my leagues that I got.
I've been a fan of Garendo for a long time. Was happy as hell that we got him. I said this is what we needed. Me and Boulevard talked about Garendo a lot last offseason, especially after that combine. Garendo.
Hey, Boulevard.
I like this guy.
I'm sorry.
Why? What'd I do?
No, I'm sorry because I beat you.
Oh, I'll be all right.
And you know who my next victim is going to be? He dropped the podcast earlier about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, you got to play GQ this week?
That's Wendell, right?
That's who?
That's Wendell, right?
Yeah.
Eagles, whatever.
That's him.
I'm gonna take down 2 Eagles back to back.
Jamar Chase.
I ain't worried. Playoffs just starting now. I mean, this is when I can't be worried about losing. I can't take losses now. That shit don't matter. That's last week's shit.
Yeah. Talk your shit, Boulevard. Show him that S you got on your chest. Show him the S on your chest.
We just can't let him win, Boulevard.
Facts.
We can't let him win.
I don't understand why you can't let me win. It's not like I'm gonna be talking a lot of shit.
Motherfucker, you talk shit every day. Shut up.
No, I don't.
You're a pompous ass. That's what you are. A pompous ass.
That may be true. That may be true. But one thing I don't do is I don't brag about wins because I've done that a lot.
For you, Boulevard, I'm gonna take it this way. If he wins the golden toilet in my league, it'll make up for his sassiness in other leagues he's gonna be doing. I'm gonna fucking ridicule him to the day that next season, to the end of next season.
Yes. I don't even know what you just said. I don't even know what you just said. But I could have really been coming in here every week and bragging about the fact that I've won 12 straight games.
You do. I don't want to hear your shit. You do every week. Every week you do.
I think the fans are well aware that you have won 12 straight games.
I won 12 straight.
It didn't come from me.
Fans are fully aware of that.
It did not come from me. It came from y'all.
Hey,
I didn't say nothing about it.
Boulevard, you know what we need in this podcast?
And you know why I didn't say anything about it? Because I didn't want to jinx myself. So I hadn't said anything.
You know Drake? Remember who was the TNA? He had the button. Dummy, yeah. We're gonna have to mute his ass every time he get out of pocket. Mute it. The mute
How
button.
can-
I'm gonna click the mute button just for you.
How can you mute me when I got the finger on the trigger?
I don't give a damn. We're gonna mute your ass. All right. This
So
kid,
with
this
Sam
kid-
Darnold going off this week, you kind of had to imagine, or at least one of his guys was going to be on this list. Jordan Addison. He's the truth. He's the truth. Nothing but the truth. But guess who else is on this list? Justin Jefferson.
and 90% of that was the second half.
This is what we want from these guys. Big time players making big time plays when it matters the most for fantasy relevance.
My boy, look at my boy Jonnu Smith gave me a donut into the fucking overtime. In overtime, he gave me like 15 points.
I know you were sweating. But let's talk about the tight ends now. Let's talk about the tight ends. And Njoku had a good game. He had a good game.
In my opinion.
It's a tight end.
No, I'm saying because that touchdown saved his day. That touchdown, no touchdown, 11 points.
It did. Kittle.
Oh, that should have been the first picture you showed.
Monster pick. Monster game. Monster game. And then, of course, Kate Otten. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Kate Otten. We missed you.
Didn't Hawkinson get about the same amount of points, a little bit more?
No, I think he had a little more than Hawkinson.
Okay.
But we missed you, Kate Otten. Welcome back. Because we don't know where you've been since my boy Hall of Fame Mike Evans been back. We don't know where you've been. But welcome back. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So now that we talked about who ate good, you know we gotta talk about next. Who busted on your team?
Giggity.
It ain't gonna be that much this week. It ain't gonna be that much because there was a lot of people that went off this week. So we ain't gonna rant too much. But let's talk about who did not do shit for you this week.
Bust of the week.
Felt that one in my chest.
You said you felt that one in your chest?
Mm-hmm. I felt his anger.
Bust of the week. Mr. Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk is probably at the point where he's probably thrown more picks than TDs.
Yes. He's the Jameis Winston of this year.
Well, he's close. He's got 17 TDs and 15 picks. So he's close. He's close.
He's gonna be Mr. 20 for 20. Mike Gesicki gave me 5 points.
Kyle Pitts probably gave you 2.
Hold on. I benched him, so I don't know.
One reception, 14 yards.
Ricky Pearsall gave me 1 point on the bench.
I think Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts needs to go wherever Winston is. Wherever Jameis Winston is, Kyle Pitts needs to be.
What's his name? Chubb gave me 4.
But I told you this. Chubb ain't Chubb right now. He's not Chubb.
But the worst bust for me this week, and he's probably my bust of the week, is Westbrook-Ikini.
Yeah. But we've been relying on him to score touchdowns every week, and it's not happening. It's not going to happen every week. So it was gonna, because he's not getting a lot of targets. But the targets he does get, he scores TDs with them.
Can we create a special wing for the Giants? Because it's just like every week I have to go on this diatribe and soliloquy and speech on why the fuck Wan'Dale Robinson still is under 10 total points in fantasy relevancy every week. I got 7 points from Wan'Dale. 4
Yeah.
receptions for 38 yards. What in the fucking blue hell is wrong with these giant quarterbacks?
We need Daniel Jones back.
No, well, listen, he wasn't saving anything anyway for us. He was 50-50 half the time, even though some of the players didn't want him to go.
At the beginning of the season, he was giving Wandell 10 plus targets.
Well, let's see what Tommy DeVito does this week. Tommy Cutlets is back. Hey, maybe he does something for us.
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But we'll see. We'll see. Wandell Robinson needs a lot of targets. He needs just as many targets as Neighbors. So we will see. We will definitely see. But
let's see who else busted for people. You're right. Kyle Pitts gave people 2 points. Jared Cook is definitely a bust of the week.
Yeah, definitely a bust.
4 points.
Definitely a bust because he's supposed to be doing something and he did nothing this week.
Jaron Reed, the extreme, the king, the creme de la creme.
Yeah. Didn't he put up he put up a big fat donut?
Jackass.
He put up a Homer Simpson donut.
DeAndre Swift. Donuts. DeAndre Swift with 4 points.
I expected that.
Devin Singletary.
Especially the way we came out like a house on fire. Like I expected Swift to not really do much because
Devin Singletary gave you.
Devin Singletary is not the guy no more.
But still,
I don't know why anybody would be starting him. Tracy is who you need to be starting. Why would anybody be starting Devin Singletary at this point?
Keenan Allen, 6 points.
Yeah. Because I think this was a doomsday week.
Yep. Buffalo Bills, -7 on defense.
Yeah, I felt that.
Green Bay, -1.
Yeah, they had that shootout with
here we go.
Detroit.
Here we go. AJ Brown, 8 points. Hawkinson, 8 points. T. Higgins, 4. The Detroit defense, 0. Cole Kmet, 0.
Anybody starting Cole Kmet?
Some people had to last week.
I would never thought. The problem with Cole Kmet is he's wildly inconsistent. Well, actually, you know what? No, he's been very consistent this year because outside of 1 or 2 games, he's really giving you a lot of nothing.
Here we go. What the hell was wrong with Will Levis this week? 6 points.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the Tennessee team in general?
Against the Jaguars?
Probably the worst in football.
I expected Will Levis to actually do something this week, but
he was atrocious.
He was definitely atrocious. Thank God I didn't start him in none of my leagues.
And mayonnaise. Jackass. Let's see. Yo,
Boulevard, you got any bus, Boulevard?
No, y'all knocked that shit out the park.
All right, so
and Pacheco gave people 7.
I'm not expecting a lot for Pacheco right now. He's still working his way back in, but it's Dunzo season for Kareem Hunt.
He had 3.
I'm not saying I just put a claim in on Pacheco, but I definitely just did.
He had 3 points this weekend. Brandon,
thank you for your service. 7. Thank you for your service, Kareem Hunt. But it is over.
Look, I'm gonna read you a team right now. I'm gonna read you a team in one of my big money leagues. Kareem Hunt 3, Elijah Moore 6, Brandon Cook 7, Amir Abdullah 1.
Terrible week for that person.
Irving.
Yeah, Bucky was definitely a bust this week.
Oh my God. Brock Bowers had 7 points. Can we have a moment?
That's a bust for Brock Bowers.
Can we have a moment of silence for Brock Bowers' 's 10 point this season?
That was a bust for Brock Bowers. That's a bust for Brock Bowers, but a career week for a lot of tight ends.
Shit, Kyle Pitts, we'd be happy about it.
Right. All right, so let's get on to these heartbreaking losses.
Did you get the 3 I sent you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got. Matter of fact, I think you're the only one that had some because I checked all of my leagues and
And I
I
purposely
didn't see a lot. I saw maybe 1 6-point game, and I'm like,
I purposely Boulevard. When I found out McConkey was hurt, I cut Jake Ferguson to pick up Brandon Cooks, put Brandon Cooks in the lineup. And then right before the Cowboys game on Monday, I was like, you know what? Let me take him out because I don't need him to catch a ball, fumble, and I lose the game. So by benching him on purpose and leaving an empty slot, I ended up with the 2 seed and a bye week.
Heartbreaking loss.
all right.
I don't recommend anybody do what I did. That's just me being the douchebag for 1 week.
Let's get to these heartbreaking losses. I know this has to suck for you because the guy you talk the most shit to in this league is now in first place and beat you like this.
And they had the audacity to talk shit about it too today.
Of course.
But you know what I did to him?
I don't blame him.
It.
I don't blame him. Because y'all talk a lot of shit to Edie. Y'all talked a lot of shit to Edie for all the years I've been in this league. Y'all done talked a lot of shit to that man, and he took it personal.
He's been a bottom dweller.
He took it personal. Michael Jordan.
This is the best team this man's ever drafted by
ever drafted by himself. The other time he had a good team, they drafted for him. Yeah. This one hurts. This one hurts me looking at it. Because you ain't even lose by a full point. That means that all you needed was one of your players to get 2-3 more yards.
He got a 0. You know why? One of his players was injured this week, so he forgot to switch and put Westbrook Akini in, who got him 2 points. He would have won with Westbrook Akini in the game. Bro.
What kind of league is this where the 4th and 5th place players are at 8 and 6? I
guess.
What is 1st and 2nd place looking like?
Well, you'll see 2nd place when you go to the next picture, which is me.
Okay.
It's 1st and 2nd on 10 and 4.
So yeah, you cruised on them dudes because you was up by at least 4 games, 2 games on the other guys, and you was up by a game on this person. Hold up, this game was for 2nd place.
Yes,
boy, I know he pissed. I know he pissed.
If I show you in the group chat,
you lose out on 2nd place like that, boy, I know you pissed.
If I show you the group chat, he was going off.
That's a heartbreaking loss, all right.
Boy, I would be pissed losing out on a bye week like that. Great shit.
And you know what's bad for him? If he wins this week, guess who he faces in the 2nd round?
You.
Damn.
He coming for revenge. He coming for revenge. I know I would be.
He's already like, damn it, I gotta face him twice in 2 weeks. Shit.
I'd be coming for revenge.
He got such a stash where he got a plan. He plotting that shit out.
He plotting that. He probably looking past this week, getting ready for you.
Mm-hmm. Now, he better not, because the guy he faces this week has a very good team.
Trap game.
Keep us posted how that goes.
That's a fantasy trap game right there.
If I ever saw one.
All right. Next, we're going to talk about some players that would probably help you in your playoff run. So, without further ado, let's get to these waiver wire picks.
Give me what I want. Waiver wire pickups.
All right. It's that time of the season where it's barren. It's barren on your rosters because oh shit. I'm not even gonna say what I just seen. Anyway,
Was it titties?
no.
It was some TDs.
So we're gonna talk about some players that you could probably pick up that will help your team.
You know what's bad? In the majority of my ESPN leagues, you know who was a free agent?
Who?
Adam Thielen.
She's slipping.
People slipping. I picked up Adam Thielen weeks ago.
You know, because I just picked him up in our league that I'm the commissioner.
Yeah, Adam Thielen. If Adam Thielen is sitting on a waiver wire, and we're in the playoffs, your league is slipping. Your league is slipping.
And by the way, the guy I just beat for second place, he spent $710 of fat money to pick up Garendo, just to lose. And I have Saquon Barkley, so. But yeah, Thielen and Ray McLeod.
Hold up. I have got to get Rick on this show Saturday night.
Why?
For
What
the
happened?
Saturday night show. Because I need to understand what he is doing. What is he? Yes.
Which league though?
The Avengers League, the only league that he's in with you.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm looking, trying to figure out, what players that people can pick up that are good to go, that can help out. And then I'm looking and I'm like, hold up. Why is this player in the waiver wire? And I keep scrolling. Why is that player in the waiver wire? Fans, people that are watching, we're probably over 200 now. The 200 people of y'all that are watching. Rick was probably last place in the league this year. And then he just started dropping players. In the waiver wire, we currently have Tyler Kraft. We currently have Tua Tagovailoa. We currently have Romeo Dubs. We currently have Elijah Moore. We currently have Noah Gray. We currently have Pacheco. We currently have Devontae Adams. We currently have DeAndre Hopkins. We currently have Breece Hall. We currently have Kareem Hunt. Geno Smith is in the waiver wire. Cooper Rush is in the waiver wire. MVS is in the waiver wire. Brandon Cooks and George Pickens. So it's like he dropped his whole team. I need to understand what is his thinking, because as the commissioner of this league, I am tempted to put all his players back. I am tempted to put all the players back on his team. We need to figure out what we going to do. Because when Boulevard said, "Oh, I just put in a waiver wire for Pacheco," and I'm thinking like,
Breece Hall. I'm over here like, you'll never know.
Dog, trust me.
I
seen it earlier. I seen Pickens and I seen Breece Hall in the waiver wire early, and I'm like, okay, Rick, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, at first I was like, why are these players here?
I've been looking for this shit all day in the league.
I'm like, who dropped these players? And then I go back in and look, and I'm like, Rick dropped these players. So now I need to sit down and I need to talk with my constituents and see what we're going to do. Am I gonna have to hop on my laptop and jump on Yahoo, which I hate doing because Yahoo sucks on the laptop. It sucks on the laptop. Am I gonna have to jump on here and put all of Rick players back and make them not touchable? Because it's like, what I don't want, I don't want this to be a free for all for a bunch of players, and then some people get unfair advantages because of this. Because the last thing y'all need to see is me have Breece Hall, George Pickens, and Tua Tagovailoa on my team. That's the last thing y'all need to see. So
waiver wire say I'm getting one of them.
So yeah, we need to talk. I want to do what's fair. So what I may have to do, I may have to like go outside the league and get some opinions and see what's being said, and then I need to talk to Rick and figure out what the hell is he doing. I'm over here trying to help people out, and I'm sitting here looking at the league just going crazy. And I'm pretty sure everybody got their hands on some of these players or got their eyes or put waiver wire claims in for some of these players. Because I'm looking at GI right now, and the way he's looking, he's looking at his phone, like he's trying to put in waiver claims.
I'm on right now.
He was over there.
I'm on sleeper right now.
Yeah, I know what you did.
League full of vultures.
You had sleeper on your backup app, and you was on Yahoo on your other app. Nigga, you know, hey, I grew up in a black household. I know how that game is played. You had HBO Real Sex on one channel, and then you had cartoons on the other channel. So when your parents walk in, you put the cartoons back on. Nigga, we know how the game is played. Tell them, Boulevard.
You ain't lying. Shit, he know. They know.
Yeah. All kids know. I tell you what, though. Dontavian Wicks is on the waiver wire. 15% owned. Don't pick him up. We don't trust Dontavian Wicks.
Let me ask you a question, just for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the playoff, do you trust Jonathan Taylor?
You have to. Jonathan Taylor is one of those players that he's always one play away from having a great day. So you have to.
So
now, here's a player.
Here's
a player that you should be looking at, especially for the tight end position. We talked about him earlier. Stone Smart.
That's the tight end kid.
Yeah. Pick him up. Even if it's just to stash him to see if he has another good week. If he gets those Disley targets, he could have a decent week. Another player that you might want to pick up and stash, just in case. He's only 2% owned in Yahoo. Tim Patrick. Another player that is under double-digit owned. He's 8% owned in Yahoo. He had a breakout game last week. Somebody, I would stash if I had room on my bench. Jalen McMillan.
He had a good week.
Damn good week. I don't know how I feel about this player, but he's 6% owned. He may be a valuable option going forward due to all the injuries on the offensive side of the ball. But Kendre Miller, if he can stay healthy.
Okay.
He had 10 touches last week, gave 11 yards.
Yeah, he did not make the most of the opportunity.
Well, I mean, no. I meant he had 10 touches and 11 points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
So it's somebody I would be interested in picking up. How we feeling about Chris Rodriguez this week?
You could probably pick him up.
He's 1% owned in all of Yahoo leagues.
What's his situation? Is he expected to get carries? Like his numbers?
I believe he may be viable as long as old boy is on the IR. Because Jeremy McNichols, he ain't do nothing in the last game. I would be interested in watching how they divvy up those carries this game. But back to our point earlier about Kyle Shanahan, I think Kyle Shanahan is the way he coaches, I think is perfect for fantasy football. It's perfect for fantasy football. Because at least you know he not divvying up carries. If Kyle Shanahan got a starting running back, if you got a starting running back from Kyle Shanahan, shit, even McVay, if you got a starting running back between those two players, those two coaches, you know you're going to get a running back that's going to produce. And you know they're not splitting carries with nobody. The only way they're going to be splitting carries is if they go out there and they're ass. That's the only way somebody's going to come in and take carries away from them. That's what I love for fantasy football. Like, can we get more workhorse running backs? I'm sick of the split backfield. Unless you're going to be a team that's going to be hard nosed with running the ball. Like you look at Detroit, I don't mind that. I don't mind Gibbs and Monty. Hell, you could play Gibbs and Monty at the same time because you know Detroit, they're gonna run that ball. They're gonna run that ball
down your throat.
But other teams, they try to get cute with it, and I don't like that shit. I don't like when people try to get cute with the running back shit. Don't get cute with the running back shit.
Agreed.
Get you a workhorse running back. Let's get fantasy football back to where there was at least 12, 13 running backs in the league that you could start, and you knew they were going to get the bulk of the carries.
All
right. So that was your waiver wire, your playoff waiver wire, and a little rant at the end. But now let's talk about this Thursday night football game.
You're allowed to have one soliloquy a week.
I try not to do a lot of soliloquies. I talk a lot. I try to leave y'all for the soliloquies because I talk way too much. Way too much.
Well, y'all gonna talk some more because this is all y'all. This Thursday night game.
I know. This is
I don't know why.
This is a huge game.
First of all, I've been banned to talk about the Niners by somebody.
No, you're banned. You're banned from saying that we're gonna smash the other team. That's what you're banned from saying. You're not banned from giving your analysis. Just refrain from saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck that team up." Refrain from saying it.
That's his analysis.
Hey Boulevard, what does my name say?
Oh, let me come back. All right. One day.
Silence of the lamb chops.
Silence of the lambs. Lamba?
That's all I care about. Let's silence the lambs.
Yeah, because they've been talking shit. Talking about let's go beat them Niners. Okay.
No. He said let's go beat those motherfucking Niners. Get us.
Yeah. They did. He did add that motherfucker in there.
A little spicy.
It's only right that you feel the same way.
It's like Anthony was through Waters' logic and his theory. He had to add a motherfucker so the ignorant niggas hear me.
Mm-hmm. And you know he's spicy as all shit anyway.
Oh yeah.
Zesty bastard.
So what I'm looking for in this game, I'm looking for
Garfield to be in the camera.
He don't know what he want to do. I'm looking for a lot of fantasy implications in this game. The last time these two teams played, it was a lot of fantasy points going around. I mean, Jawan Jennings had a career game. I think he had like damn near 200 yards and 2-3 TDs. I'm looking for him to do work. I'm looking for Kittle. I'm looking for Kittle to do work. I'm looking for Purdy. I'm looking for Purdy to have a 300-yard game. And on the flip side, I'm expecting the Rams to come back with it. I'm expecting Stafford to do Stafford things. I'm expecting Puka to be a headache. I'm expecting Cooper Kupp to be a headache. I'm expecting Kyron Williams to be a headache. So I'm expecting this to be a good game. I'm gonna refrain from calling it a winner, but we all know who I want to win, and we all know who GI wants to win.
Be confident in your team. Shit, y'all the favorites.
I'm very confident in my team.
We ain't the favorites.
Yeah, you're 3-point favorites.
The fuck?
We are?
God.
Yeah.
That's only because we're hosting the game. That's it.
Could be. Over under 49.5, so they're expecting scoring.
And it is probably because of our pass against the Rams. Like, for some reason, not some reason, but in the past, we've always found a way to beat them. We've always found a way to beat them, like regardless of how good they may have been versus us. Even in our disastrous 2020 season, where everybody was hurt, we still managed to beat the Rams twice.
All right, so here's my call your shot for this game. If Garendo doesn't play, it's going to be a huge Deebo Samuels game. He'll probably rush the ball. He'll probably receive the ball.
That's a big shot you're calling.
That's a
big shot you're calling.
We win. I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm saying we win based off of how they use him. Because usually he is the Ram assassinator. Like, he gets in the game and he just eats on them. I don't know what he has against them. Maybe it was all those times that Aaron Donald took. Who's Deebo Samuel?
Yeah, Aaron Donald used to talk a lot of craziness on Deebo's name. So yeah.
So
but Aaron Donald's not there anymore. So I need Jared Verse to say some shit about Deebo.
Yeah, or Brady Fitz. But even if Garendo plays, I still think Deebo goes for about 120 total and a TD.
If Deebo does that this game, if Deebo has 120 total yards and a TD this game, I don't think there's no way in my mind we lose this game. I don't think that. I don't think if Deebo finds himself this game, if this is the game that Deebo finds himself, I think we win this game.
Well, your best bet's to keep the ball out of LA's hands as much as you can. So otherwise, they're going to use them receivers to full effect, and I don't know if y'all can contain them. So it's going to be a great game.
When North can contain one, it's all on Ward.
Yeah, Puka is a monster. Puka is a monster. It's hard to cover him, and it's hard to cover Cooper Kupp. Like, those are two route running motherfuckers. It's two. Those motherfuckers are serious about routes. It is hard. It is hard to catch. Like, they not the fastest motherfuckers in the world, but they will route you up and get open. Like, it's if you're not if the Rams weren't in the NFC West, I would probably look at their wide receiver core and be like, yo, that is a work of art how they run routes. Like, people need to study how Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp run routes. And Jamar Chase, like, they need to study this. People need to study this because Puka's not the fastest guy in the world. He runs like a 4.5. But he's always open. Look, you could put
ain't all about speed with route running. It's technique,
right?
Footwork.
You could put a DB. You could put a DB that runs a 4.3 on Cooper on Cooper or Puka, and they will still find a way to get open on them.
Yeah,
right.
So they're a headache. They're going to be a headache for a long time in the NFC West. They're going to be a headache.
I'm just hoping we win so I can have a great weekend of watching everybody else.
How about that? A 49er win. A 49er win is a great thing for my mental health.
Now, I'm gonna say this though. I get everybody wants us to try to make the playoffs. I'm not self-sabotaging, but I kind of hope we just lose these next 4 and get a top 15 pick. That's just my opinion.
Look, I'm
my opinion. I'm not speaking for nobody else when I say that.
I'm one of two ways.
That's a hot
if we're gonna lose. If we're gonna win. Let's make a run.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make a run. We are known. We are known for making runs under Kyle Shanahan.
I'm not disagreeing.
We are known for making runs.
That is 1,000% correct.
If we get into the playoffs, if the 49ers get into the playoffs and the team gets healthy, God help the NFC.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
God
help the NFC.
I'm telling you right now, I would prefer us get the top 15. If we make a run or we fall short by one game, I'll take that too.
Yeah. Look, just don't do no Pittsburgh shit.
Yeah. Please.
Go 9-8 and now we picking number 25 or some shit like that. Don't do that.
We'll probably be like 17 or 18. Watch.
Yeah, don't do that.
Stupid.
Don't do that. Like if I'm a Steelers fan, I'm pissed every year. we go 9-8. I'm pissed because we need a goddamn quarterback. And you are not putting us in position to get what we need. So we don't need a quarterback at the 49, but we need help in the trenches.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you though. I think Pittsburgh brings back Russell Wilson, brings back Justin Fields.
They should.
Let me finish. Brings back Justin Fields, and then if he's not picked in the top 15, they go after Cam Ward.
I think Russell Wilson still got about a good 3-4 years left in him.
Fuck that.
I think he does.
Bring in Cam Ward, have him learn the Pittsburgh way, and that's your future quarterback.
They're not. I don't think they're going to be in position to get Cam Ward. They're going to win the fucking NFC.
I said if he doesn't get the top, if he's not drafted in the top 15,
he's not going to be drafted. He's not going to be drafted in the top 15. They're going to win the AFC North. They're going to win.
I said I was talking about Cam Ward not being drafted in the top 15.
I think Cam Ward's going to get drafted. I think he's going to get drafted in the top 15.
Probably is, but I'm saying if he falls, you go after him.
If he falls, you trade up for him. If he falls past 15, you trade up for him.
All right. So y'all got the Rams at home this week, Dolphins on the road next week, Lions at home this week. Week after that, 12:30. And in week 18, you get the Cardinals in Arizona.
We hope the Lions are the last one in that game of the year.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't let the Lions go 60. That's all I care about.
Well, one loss, y'all basically done so anyway. So I guess I'm with you, GI. Well, just throw your hand in. Fuck it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's not this team. They're not throwing their hand in.
They're not. I'm
no.
Especially if we win this game. We win this game Thursday night. They coming out on fire over the next 3 games. I can honestly see the next 4 games be winnable. I can honestly see that. Especially
Detroit's the only one that scares me.
Especially that Lions game, because they may be resting their players at that point.
It all depends on the Eagles.
Yeah.
And technically, they could lose one of their next 4 games, Detroit, and still win the whole NFC because they have the tiebreaker. Because Philly dumbasses lost the 2 conference games.
What conference games did Phillies lose?
Tampa and
New Orleans and Atlanta.
Detroit lost to Tampa too.
Tampa and New Orleans. Tampa and Atlanta. Tampa and Atlanta. Sorry.
Hold on. Atlanta beat Philly this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
That must have been okay. Yeah. I remember.
It's like week 3.
Yeah, I remember y'all was winning 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, and now y'all just went on.
Right now, though? both those teams better be scared if Tampa Bay make the playoffs. Both of them.
I wouldn't be.
Because those are the only. That's the only team that's beat both of them this year.
Well,
Legitimately.
they beat Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beat them when they still had Chris Godwin. I don't think Tampa Bay could beat either one of those teams right now.
Dude.
They couldn't beat us. They couldn't beat us.
No. See that was an implosion of themselves in that fourth quarter. They can beat those teams still with what they have now. I think Sterling Shepard is doing a great job. McMillan, if that's what McMillan does the rest of this year, and that two-headed monster of Bucky Irving and Rashad White, so in batshit great. Their problem though, this is where their problem lies. For some odd reason, Baker's becoming Jameis Winston with the picks,
and that's the reason why they can't beat him.
That's the only thing that's scaring me.
That's the reason why they can't beat him, because Winston started off the year on fire. Baker started off the year on fire, and then Baker had just been declining since they came back from since the Kansas City game. He's been on a decline.
Looks like this team beats up in weak competition.
He hasn't had a really good week since their bye week. He hasn't had a good week. So I'm not worried about Tampa Bay.
The last 3 wins are the Giants, the Panthers, and the Raiders.
And the Panthers game was a close one.
Yeah. And they have Chargers, Cowboys, Panthers, Saints. So since they beat up on the weaker teams, they could probably go 1-2.
And they in a trash ass division, so they're gonna mess around and make the playoffs.
Yeah,
because the Falcons don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it.
They beat them goofy ass Cowboys.
Yeah, beat the Cowboys, beat the Panthers, beat the Saints. Chargers, no, that's a loss.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be the best game, and that's this weekend's game.
So with that being said, we have definitely gone over the time I wanted to go over.
Yeah,
we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, but I like to try to keep it a little bit closer than this, because people got ADHD and they don't want to sit through nothing 2 hours long if it ain't a lot of explosions going on and shit. So with that being said, we are going to sign out before we go on for another 30 minutes.
Right.
We will be back on Saturday, where the war between us and the cabal goes down.
Yeah, fuck them.
And my depression goes up depending on how we lose this game to the Rams.
By Silence of the Lambs. We gonna get our minds ready, because we're gonna kick some ass this weekend. So with that being said, it's the Fantasy Football Avengers. We are out. We're gonna hit that theme music, and we're gonna see y'all again.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Football Adventures podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.